Hey lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel at Chanel Beauty Hub. I'm so excited to have you back, and this is my updated eyebrow tutorial using the cheapest pencil you see in the market, Davis eyebrow pencil. First, let's brush up the brows. Because we've done our foundation and concealing, we try to brush up the excesses on the brows before brushing it up. So we just make sure the brows are standing upwards before taming it. Because we're doing a cheap look, I decided to choose the hair wax instead of the brow tamer to tame the brows. So I'm just going to get it on with my spoolie and use it to brush up my brows. After brushing it up, I like to use the excess from my setting powder to brush up my brows to avoid shine. I will repeat this on the other eyebrow, just brush it up, use the excess again just to avoid shine before using my pencil on my brows. You can see how the brows are standing on their own. So let's draw the brows. Using my Davis eyebrow pencil, I make sure it's well sharpened, and then I start from the line under the brow, just directly on top of my brows. So as you can see, I'm not going to start from the beginning. I'm just going to start from a line just above the center and take it all the way down. Also, I try to resharpen my pencil so I can just get that straight, seamless line without any wrinkle, if there's something like that. Anyways, I just mean let's get like a straight line. I also want you to know that is where your arc is going to start. Then your brow doesn't exceed this particular line, and the beginning of your brow doesn't exceed this particular line. So you try as much as possible not to exceed, so it's not shorter or longer. So now you can always take your time to draw your brows. And now I'm going to start adding the strands to my brows. Now you see I'm trying to fill up the part that doesn't have so much hairs with drawing them strand after strand. So we're not shading the brows, so we can get that natural eyebrow look. Next, we're going to get the line on top. So we just get a straight line down to the arc and then try to join the line from there to the first line we already had on the line, and then also try to fill it up again, just strand after strand, no shading, and then we'll brush it up. For these brows, we try to add some strand in front because her brows are not too full, so they are going to be really faint, not going to be so noticeable, but we need to get that strand. So we repeat the same procedure for the second brow. So we get the line directly on top of the brows, not under, directly on top of the brows. Try to take it down. Also, I try to resharpen my pencil. I'm taking my time to do this because I don't want any shabby looking brows. Note that you can have your outline drawn first before filling. So for this particular brows, I'm trying to do that. I try to draw my lines first, following my client shape of the brows. Of course, brows are sisters, not twins, so they don't have to look the same, but they should look really, really close. So just make sure you're getting the same brows, because I actually try to make my brows look the same, but please always follow the shape of your brows. Now it's time to fill. So I also try to add my strands. Like you can see, I'm taking my time to do this, just get my lines all straight. I'm repeating the same process with my other brow. Just fill up the front a bit. It's not going to be too noticeable, and then I brush up my brows again. After brushing it up, I conceal, but if you can see, the line looks really nice, and it's time to conceal, guys. So we're going to be using a concealer a shade lighter than her to conceal the brows, and if you can see, we started from just the center or a little above the center to conceal. I try to take my time to conceal, and when I'm concealing, I try to drag the concealers down. So as I'm trying to get my straight line, I take my concealers down, I blend it all the way down to the eyes because I don't want it breaking or looking cakey. So I take it all the way down. I take my time. As you can see, I'm not rushing to get the straight line. I'm taking it gradually. As I'm going down, I'm brushing it down to the eye and just trying to get my straight, detailed eyebrow. And like I said, I'm using a shade lighter than her to achieve this look. So I'm just going to blend it down, and then I'm going to use a shade really close to her, somehow just her exact shade sometimes, or just a shade really, really close to her exact shade to define the front. So I'm just going to take it all the way down. As you can see, I don't want too much of the concealer showing there, and I'm going to blend. Now guys, blending is the key. You literally need to blend all these things out. You need to blend off the concealer so they are not too shabby or cakey. You just need to blend it properly, and then we're going to get the line in front. Of course guys, don't mind my hand. I had to use that my work too. Of course I do have a mixing plate, but for today guys, pardon me, I decided to use my hand to mix. Okay, so if you notice, the shade we're using to conceal the top part of the brows is not showing because it's literally her shade. I don't have to put too much. Sometimes I don't even have to put at all. I just use the remaining concealer from my brush to conceal that part. And once I'm done doing this, I'm just also going to blend. I don't want any line showing, but if you see how I'm carefully taking this line down, because I don't want to spoil the brows I already had defined over there. So I'm going to brush off all the excesses just to make sure no harsh line is showing, and then we'll repeat the same for the other brows. So if you can remember, we started from a line a little above the center to conceal, and we're using the shade lighter to achieve this. Repeat all this again, just take it down to the end. Blend guys. This is so fun to do, but you have to really be careful. For the front, like I always said, I'm going to use a shade not too light, and I'm going to just be using very small because I don't want it showing, and I'm going to blend it all the way down to her eyes and blend. I keep repeating this blending because it's really needed. You really need to blend these things off. So blend, and then we'll do the same for the top again. Guys, her brow is ready. All we have to do now is to redefine it with our powder. So I'm going to use just the same shade I used to conceal to redefine this again. So I'm just going to blend it to have that smooth looking brows, guys. So I'm using the shade lighter over there, and in front I'm going to use her exact shade because I don't want any harsh color showing. So I'm going to blend it all the way down and repeat this same routine with the other brows. So I'm going to use one shade lighter where I used a shade lighter concealer, and then use her shade in front and just blend to have that cute looking brows. Guys, take your time to do this. Once I'm done brushing up and blending, I'm going to use my brow tamer or the hair wax again, but this case I decided to use my brow tamer to redefine so that my brows are all standing and the strands are all noticeable. Guys, and the job is done. We're literally done with these brows. Like, it is so beautiful. Let me show you what our end look looks like. Guys, this is the look. The brows look so natural. It's so beautiful, and I'm so glad sharing this look with you guys. Please like, share, drop your comments to tell me if you learned a thing or two with this look. This look is so budget friendly, you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Chanel Beauty Hub. Bye.